This is a grand fir that I took down, I think last year, that's been sitting on the ground. So we'll take it up and get it ready to process as well. We'll cut the log into 12-foot sticks for the firewood processor using the logger's tape. Here's something you don't want to do. I was at the end of my logger's tape and I thought, oh, I'll get a little bit more, and I tripped and I pulled and I broke the tape off the reel. Luckily my local logging supply store carries these, so we can get it back in action. Maybe I should have got a 75. So that's the end of today's video. I guess that's part 2 of our logging series. Part 3, the next part, we will be processing the wood, and then on 4 maybe we'll do something kind of interesting with it. All right, so it would be a good time, I think, for us to do a Manly Manners. Manly Manners, we haven't done that for a while, and I was kind of excited to see as I was flipping through here from my last dog-eared spot, we're getting into a chapter that's hints on finance is what it's called. And that really caught my eye because finance, or the lack of finance, or poor financial management is man, it can bring a lot of stress to a relationship. And living hand to mouth is it's tough. It's tough, especially when you're coming into a new marriage and you maybe don't know each other that well. That's tough in itself. But when you add financial stress on top of that, it really breaks up a lot of marriages. So I was kind of interested to see, being that this was written in 1913, what kind of advice that she would give then compared to today. So she says, don't think your wife cares for nothing but money. Money doesn't make happiness, but the lack of it can cause a good deal of misery. When your views and hers on money matters conflict, think what a lot she has to do with her share of the family income. So I guess one thing that really helped us when we first got married, and we didn't manage our money well at all, and we're spending for many years, spending more than we were making. But there was a reckoning, and we got serious with that. And one of the things that really helped us was one of the first things that we did was get an emergency account or a fund that could cover the little things that happen in life that you're just not expecting. And whatever that may be, you know, maybe it's $1,000 or $2,500 or $5,000 for you. You have to make that decision. But having that in place where that's something you don't touch and you just don't go to without an emergency, actually brings a lot of peace to your life. For example, if let's say you have $3,000 in an emergency fund, and the hot water heater goes out in the middle of winter, well, that's not a life-stopping event. It's not something that how are we going to pay for this, or putting it on the credit cards. It is something that, yeah, it's not ideal and it's a bummer, but it's not strapping you financially. You're not going to go without food or car payment or cell payment because of this. And so you can imagine that what it is a buffer. It's a buffer for those hard things in life that happen. So I mean, we could go on and on. We could do a whole video series on this sort of thing, because I've made all the mistakes, and I certainly can attest to them. But just to break that one down, that's a good place to start. Even if it's $500, you know, it'd be nice if you had your car broke down and you needed $1,200 for a transmission fix or something. You know, it's not a crisis type of thing. So. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the thumbs up if you enjoyed these videos, and we'll see you on the next one.
That is killing me from my seat.